Hey guys, this is my weekly update on Bullseye trades. I did do a video earlier that you guys might have seen if you're on it. It was this one right here. So it was basically giving my profits for Bullseye trades in September. Using just a $750 account, I was able to make $1,000. So the 750 account turned into about $1,700 and something dollars, just trading Bullseye in September. So go and check that one out. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go and have a look at it because I think it was pretty cool. Again, it's not an earnings claim though because I've been trading a long time. I've been trading Bullseye for a long time as well. So I've kind of got the hang of things, and hopefully it's kind of more of an inspirational video for people that have really small accounts. Think, okay, maybe there is a way to use a very low cost service like Bullseye Trades, which is only $97. And yeah, like hopefully it gets you guys thinking that maybe you want to sign up for this. If you do want to sign up for Bullseye Trades, this is my review article that you're probably familiar with by now if you watch this channel a lot. It's all about Jeff Bishop's Bullseye trades, and in it I keep a record of every single trade down here somewhere, like right here, list of trades of 2022, since the service kind of got relaunched this year. And it's been phenomenal. Last week's CAT options, so the puts on these, ran 400% in a week, which was amazing. Yeah, that was really cool. So I haven't updated this week's yet, but I'm going to, and so I'm going to make this video now and then put it into this entry around here. So this week's was a snow, a little ticker called Snow, and it was, I think it was puts again. Let me see, I've done so much this week. Oh no, it's calls. Yeah. So despite the market being kind of down the pan, it looked like Jeff basically was looking for a bounce, and so he didn't really get that, but the pick still worked out. It was a little bit hairy at times, but it still worked out, and I'll show you exactly what happened throughout the week as well. So I'm just looking at his thesis here to see what sort of things he was saying about it again. So he was looking for a bullish week though, and it was very choppy. It wasn't super bullish though. It did get a little bullish spike, which is what I used to get out of this thing for profits. So yeah, he was saying it's one of the few tech stocks still in an uptrend. I think if the market does turn around soon, this will be one of the biggest movers. The biggest problem I see is timing. Yeah, timing's the problem, right? It's always the timing. And so he scaled in. I actually didn't scale in. I basically just waited for a drop, which is my usual tactic with these trades. Anyway, let's go look at Snow. So Bullseye trades, one trade a week. This week it was Snow. It was a swing trade. This is Monday on the left here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so you can see what happened is, even though he was saying it was calls, we had a really big sell-off, like right at the open, all the way down for most of the day on Monday. And so like normal, I waited until we were down here before I actually bought anything. And I recommend if you're going to buy Bullseye trades, or join the service, you should also do something similar. Let these trades come to you. I think Jeff preaches that. It's something that I've found to be really, really valuable. So let these things drop. And so if you bought them up here, you'd been a little bit irritated because you'd been kind of up and down all week until eventually you'd got out here for a tiny profit. But if you let it, come down here, settle a bit, see if it consolidates, see what the market's doing. Usually late on a Monday, even early Tuesday, although in this case we did see a spike on Tuesday. Sometimes starting to scale in halfway through the day on Monday or even near the close. Sometimes I'll do it near the close. Often leads to the best entries. So you can see this was choppy like Jeff predicted, and there was a very vague uptrend, right? It wasn't much of an uptrend, but it did spike on Friday. People were getting out for 40-50%, I think, here. We'll take a look at the options contracts in a minute to verify that. But my play was much simpler and much faster than that. I got in around here somewhere and sold up here somewhere, like overnight swing, which is awesome. Made some decent profits on it. So let's look at the contracts. So these were the contracts. October 14th, 180 calls. October 14th, 180 calls on Snow. October 14th. Let's get rid of this. 180 calls, these ones right here. So what I'm going to do is plot the 180 calls for October 15th on my chart so you can see what the contracts did. So now we're looking at the contracts and not the actual underlying. So this is the contract price over the week. So if you look on the left here, a lot of people that, especially people that I talked to were buying in on this sort of consolidation phase here, where we kind of felt like we found some support. And we were getting the contracts at around $5.9, $6. And so if you look at Jeff's original thing, he was saying calls around near 750, and it's like one of the biggest bits of advice I give in these videos every single time is don't chase it. If it's at 750, you'll probably get it for 6, maybe even 5. I think some people even got it for 4 something on like one of these little down spikes. Maybe not 4. I thought I saw somebody in at 4.7, but it's not showing that here. Anyway, and so basically we chopped around all week. This gives you a chance to rinse and repeat though, right? You can do that. Some people did that, and then one guy did it here and then bought again and sold here. And very few people held to the end of the week. But if you'd managed to get the nice entry here, which isn't too hard, usually you just wait, you get like $5 here. Most people were aiming for around that. And if you'd managed to time it, you'd have got to $9 here. So $5 to $9. Pretty good. So reasonable week. The market really didn't oblige. If we look at the SPY for the same time period, and zoom out here, we really got a similar action, right? We definitely didn't have an up market. We really had this chop as well. So even though the thesis really wasn't that correct for Jeff's trade on snow this week, the market really didn't run up at all. It chopped. Still was able to make some money on this, which is great. Always good. And it looks like from looking through the comments here, other people were also making some money on here as well. So this guy Bob got 42%. He got 40% profit. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Just looking through. Yeah, not as popular a week, because sometimes on the good weeks you'll see a lot more comments, a lot of people really excited. So clearly it wasn't the best of weeks. I'm still pretty happy with it though. Pretty easy overnight hold. Anyway, I wonder if we'll get a bounce in the markets this coming week. I think the futures just opened. Let's see. So here's the futures. A bit of a gap down, kind of gone back up here. Still a long way until the market opens tomorrow, but we'll see what happens and see what Jeff has to offer us tomorrow. Maybe he'll be doing calls, still calling for a bounce. It's impossible to tell though, right? If you look at the SPY and you just set it to 1 year, 1 day. This is kind of worrying, right? You can see I marked the previous lows in June here. We've just had it break. So hard to say. Sometimes these things will break and then just rally back up, kind of fake everybody out. But this looks to me like it might go lower. But that's when people are buying most puts, and I think the biggest volume in puts ever was just the other day. And so a lot of people that have had experience with these types of markets are saying, look, this is when a bounce is most likely. So it'll be interesting to see what Jeff has to say tomorrow about whether he's still expecting a bounce or if that's kind of off the table now and he's looking to go short on things. Anyway, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.